All right, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to another episode. Yeah, I guess so. Another episode of Awad Talks. Um, I know the setup looking kind of different today, but just ignore. I'm stuck in a white room right now. We'll just say that. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where the setup is. We're still gonna discuss the things that, well, I quite frankly want to discuss. And today's video, we are gonna go over where Officer Tatum finds out how MAGA really feels by Reese Waters. So yeah, go check out because he did all the hard work. I'm just reacting to it, and yeah, Officer Tatum, Officer Talmud, whatever you want to call him. Uh, yeah, let's let's see what they got about him.
He's got one position.
Israel first. Change my mind.
And he will not budge. Press his cap and watch him nod in agreement all day long.
Now,
Yes, Officer Tatum, Tel Aviv Tatum. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know. I've heard many names online, and today the unemployed are cooking with this one because, well, we got a doozy. We got a doozy. This guy, he's a big staunch supporter of Israel. Israel of all places, Israel. Yes, the people who are committing a mass genocide on the people of Gaza right now. But it's okay. I guess 7K is worth the lives of tens of thousands of women and children. So I don't know.
Officer Tatum, it is at this time, I'm going to request that you put the phone and the laptop down. Just take a, you know what I mean? They got action figures, man. They got action figures.
They got action figures of this guy. The clowning is diabolical. You're gonna see it. All right, we're not gonna react to the whole thing, but I just want to point out some clips.
He goes, I don't take money from Israel. I don't take money. Oh, you do it for free then? Wow.
And something you're gonna notice here is a lot of these, like Officer Tatum, Officer Talmud, he really wants to appeal to the white conservatives, the far right. But he didn't look in the mirror, I don't think, because he doesn't realize that they don't really like him. Like I said with the Myron video, the only way these people would be satisfied with him is if he was back on the fields picking cotton, or like his ancestors or whatever. I don't know. The ancestors of black people in general, to be honest. So, but let's continue.
Wow. Good boy. Good boy.
Diabolical. This is what I'm saying. Good boy. Somebody call me good boy. That's ridiculous.
Wow. Good job. Good job, Ossifer. Ossifer, please. I can't breathe. Ossifer.
Now, Nick Fuentes, Nick Fuentes' very controversial opinion. I'm not really a big fan of him personally, but he's rising up the ranks, and so, he might, but he's unlike Charlie Kirk. I guess he's never, or at least from what I've seen, he hasn't been a supporter of Israel. So, but you guys can let me know in the comments down below.
Good job, Ossifer Tatum. You do it for free. Good boy. He's shilling for Israel for free. Don't even need to get paid. That's a good boy.
Julia Stomp sent $25.
The best.
Day 2 of asking Nick.
What? He didn't say nothing wrong. He didn't say. Sometimes these are the things that you need to hear.
Facts.
He's a idiot. Brandon Tatum is an idiot.
Whoa.
Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education.
He's just trying to help you be better, Officer Tatum. He's just trying to help you be better.
Totally.
These are...
Totally, they, look at this guy. He sold out the black community. He sold out for America to Israel, and he's reaped all the rewards of it. I don't know, man. That 7,000 must be really coming in really nice right about now because no one likes you. Not the white people, not the black people, not the Americans in general, I'm assuming. And Israel certainly doesn't like you, man. Israel don't like any people, for that matter of fact, black people. So
we had only one incident where a small child spit on one of the pastors, and immediately after there was an adult that came by and said, that's not a representation of who we are. We love you guys. You guys are always welcome here. And I have to say, no adult.
And he got the Bibi Netanyahu, that old sack of crap. Yeah, he got spat on oh, well, that's just a one-time occurrence. No, it's because they don't like you. They don't like you. You are not the same. You are not one of us, bro. Look at what they do to the Ethiopian Jews in Israel. Look at what they do to them. But they don't, I don't know. They don't want to understand that you are black. They don't like blacks, bro. They don't even allow DNA tests in Israel. Okay, you can't be doing DNA tests because 95% of their population is even ethnically Hebrew. They're from Europe. They just pretend to be Israelis. They just pretend to be Jewish. I mean, that disgusting flag.
Gave us any grief. We had no issues whatsoever.
Cap.
Be better. You know, these are the people that you have collected around you. Matter of fact, I think you got a couple comments too. Let's see. Track APAC, Brandon Tatum.
Foul. That guy. He posted this. Wow. Brandon Tatum. Nah, man, they did this guy dirty. Donald Trump gets over $200 million, and this guy get a bucket of chicken. Yo, man, actually, like, these guys are not real. Speaking of goy and goyim, you are a goy. We are all goys, actually, if you're not a Jew. Brother, they don't want you to read the Talmud, Officer Talmud. They don't want you to read it. Why? Because it says all goyim are dogs. They're dogs. Even the best of goyim should be killed, bro. Even the best of... What other text are you going to find that says something like that? You're not going to find that in the Quran. Alright? So, like, why are you defending these guys so vehemently, so adamantly? It's ridiculous. What has Israel done for you besides that 7K, man? You sold out everybody for 7K. Just remember that.
We'll see.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I saw that.
Y'all couldn't at least gave him boneless. You know what I mean?
Boneless chicken, bro. And like, let's go on. Look at what he says here.
He says, I don't get why people are buying Fuentes' makeover. As he moves closer to the mainstream, he's busily denying violent intent, yet his 2024 statements made it clear. And let's see how they done put watermelon.
Yo, these guys are not real, bro. These guys are not real. Look at them. Brother, this guy got sold out by everybody. I don't even know who this Ben Dover is. Oh, I get it. Listen, man. I don't know, man. These probably like white people. And look at this, bro. This guy lost all support from all sides of the world, bro. You have nobody. You build up this whole audience. You build up this whole, far right audience. And for what, brother? What did you gain from it? From the end, you gained nothing but a bucket of chicken and some watermelon.
Tatum put watermelon. Hey, at least your rates went up. You know, at least your rates went up. From Officer Tatum, Nick Fuentes, Erica Kirk is a spook. Erica is a plant. His wife was put with him in an arranged marriage. Tucker Carlson claimed to be Charlie's friend, yet chose to not push back against a man who publicly smeared Charlie's wife after his death. Now, you could look at that as smearing his wife, or you could look at that as protecting Charlie. You know what I mean?
I've seen enough. Erica Kirk is a plant. We all know that. That is a fact.
100%, man. 100%, bro. You saw her at the celebration of Charlie Kirk's death, with all the fireworks and stuff, man. They were so sad. They were so sad about it. I should make a video about Charlie Kirk. I'm going to make a video maybe about him and how everyone kind of forgot about this guy after his death and stuff. He was most likely, maybe he was killed by Israel. I wouldn't be surprised, what I'm saying? They did it to JFK, and Charlie Kirk is less relevant, so, because he's not a president, but,
That is basically established. She was shopping around for a political husband. God knows where she comes from. She found one in Charlie Kirk. Do you think Charlie Kirk is the Riz master? He's not a good-looking guy. Dude, you know what?
Yeah, and she was also, I think she was also part of the pageant show that Donald Trump hosted. She won one of those years, so. But
She
yeah.
said on a podcast. I saw a clip of her on a podcast, and she said, I can't focus with him in the room because I'm just going to be looking at him. Now, that's some good acting.
Point faith events, which I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now that stand up for Jesus Christ.
Won't God do it? Won't God do it? First, Vivek Ramaswamy, being humbled by his quote-unquote supporters, they tore his ass up in the most racist way possible, by the way. Clip is also on my page, right? If you want to go look. On top of that, now Officer Tatum crashing out that he wasn't invited to the Turning Point memorial service for Charlie Kirk. But the
Yo, look at this. So I kind of skipped the beginning of it, by accident. But
I was not invited to any of the Turning Point faith events.
wow, so he wasn't invited. Let me go to full screen on this one. So he wasn't invited to the Charlie Kirk memorial thing, and he's butthurt about it. I'll tell you why you weren't invited. Because your skin tone is too dark for them. They don't see past the color of this, buddy. They don't see past the color of this. But you and your deluded fantasies and you know, ideas of thinking you're so better. You believe that those people are gonna support you. They're gonna be like, you know what? Let's bring this one here, brother. They're gonna have you on the leash. They're gonna have you on the leash. Okay, Officer Talmud. Okay, Tel Aviv Talmud. Brother, we're going crazy today on this one, guys. This is because this stuff really irritates me. I'm gonna be honest. How could you support Israel as a human being in general? First of all, but secondly, as you as a black man, how do you support Israel? Israel don't like your people. They don't like your kind, man. I promise you that one kid spitting on you, that's not gonna be the only case of that happening. You're probably capping. There's probably more cases, and you could probably find online many cases of black people's experience in Israel. I'm gonna assume is like notably worse than anywhere else in the world. I'm just assuming that. Is that a great assumption? Is that a crazy assumption? I don't know. You know, you tell me. But let's continue with the video.
I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now that stand up for Jesus Christ.
won't God do it?
Yeah, stand up for you. Who's standing up for you, man?
At Turning Point Faith because of his beliefs, because of donors. But if and you know why they didn't want me in Turning Point Faith? Probably because a donor said we don't want Brandon at Turning Point Faith because of his beliefs.
And if that wasn't bad,
Because of his beliefs, bro. Trump was there. Trump is an Israeli supporter. It's because of your skin tone, man. The fact that you can't see that really goes to show something. The irony is that you can't see. You know, they don't. You know.
enough.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
But cry for my wife.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
What if your kid died?
That's a different thing. I mean, I would try not to cry for my wife if my kid
To be
died.
like the support.
No, yeah, I'm her foundation. I'm her strong point.
This never cry in front of his wife. And if his kids die, he gonna try not to cry then. Them show how tough he is. He the foundation.
I cry on my own, but if everything is going south, I want my wife to know I'm strong in that situation, and I can be. I don't have to cry.
Now this him when Charlie Kirk died.
The restraint that Officer Tatum is showcasing right now, every Christian in this nation can relate.
No, I'm sorry. What? This guy lost the plot. This guy is out of his flippin' mind. Unbelievable. You are crying you wouldn't cry for your wife. You'd think about crying for your child if they passed away. But as soon as this far right racist guy gets shot, You're look at you. Look at your face right now. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself in front of tens of thousands of people. Charlie Kirk, who didn't like MLK, who wished that we could go back to the times in Jim Crow. Yo, man, that's unbelievable.
Relate to because this is the type of suffering that we have to suffer with Christ in such a tragic time like this. We still have to operate.
Look at this big fat. You know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what I mean?
And have to honor the word.
He sure is crying now. I don't know if your wife watching, but everybody else is. Damn, this somebody say he wouldn't cry if his kids died. But this Charlie Kirk too much for him.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what I mean?
Boy. Was a crowd with that money going.
Nah, he's actually crying for this. Wild. Just wild.
Nick, you snot crying for that money? Huh? Charlie Kirk wife did snot cry for his boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Charlie Kirk Trump didn't care about him.
My condolences to you, sir. My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty. It'll be an absolutely magnificent structure. And I just see all the trucks. We just started, so it'll get done very nicely, and it'll be one of the best anywhere in the world, actually. Thank you very much.
Your message to young people.
And you are crying for him. Wow. Man, I don't know, man. Are they giving him more than 7K? They got to be giving him something, man. Even though Charlie Kirk at the end there, he wasn't really effing with Israel. That's why they kind of killed him, but, you know.
You must be close to turning point. You must be one of them. Super cool. I know you was at Charlie Kirk funeral crying like a bub.
Yeah, bro. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Now here we go from Stop Anti-Semitism says Tucker Carlson will be the demise of the Republican Party. This man must be ostracized from public forums, insider circles, and every place in between. Otherwise, the GOP will morph into the radical abyss like the Democrats after failing to rein in AOC, Tlaib, Omar, and their ilk. Women of color? Is that what you mean? Stop anti-Semitism? I think I picked it up. To which from Rep Thomas Massey says
7K, bro. That's about they're giving. I imagine they're probably giving Tatum less. I assume so because he's black. So, you know, why would they give him more, man? They sterilize Ethiopian Jews, so.
K.
Oh, no.
Well done.
Congratulations. You sold your soul for $7,000. You sold your soul to Israel. I hope it was worth it in the end, you know.
Resist and says 10,000%. Let me see if Thomas Massey got a 7K.
Tucker Carlson, man, because this guy, I guess he had to switch up over the past couple of weeks and stuff. I should maybe make a video about it. I have a lot of video ideas we should make. So, yeah, you guys, we're not going to be starved of content out here, that's for certain. You know, with people like this, you're never going to be starved of content.
Underneath that one, too. But we got a comment wrong, Officer Tatum. You have to be the biggest Judas of all podcasts, you freaking Israel shill. You're obviously not paying attention to what all of us normies are thinking and saying. We are all pro Tucker, and we have figured you out. So apparently unfollowing you here and unsubscribing to your YouTube channel just wasn't enough to not have to see you. I mean, tell me about it.
Yeah, man. Look at I think this meme summarizes the far right, brother. You're my greatest ally. Let's send another 1.1 billion to Israel as they commit one of the most atrocious genocides in modern history. But yeah, let's send just a lot of money to Israel, I guess.
The biggest fall from grace and the downfall that needs to be studied is absolutely Officer Tatum on TikTok.
Now, to be honest, I don't know what Officer Tatum was doing before because I hadn't heard about him. I haven't heard about him until the interview with Netanyahu, Satan Yahu, to be honest. So I haven't heard about him, and now that the veil's fully free, it's disappeared. We see him for the man he really is. He really cares about the money more about the morals. He really cares about the money more than the morals.
Talk. This is someone that was handpicked by Charlie and helped develop Turning Point.
That's weird that Charlie would pick a black person, because Charlie Kirk has been notorious, infamous for not liking black people or not liking the idea of the civil rights movement.
And the Civil Rights Act, though, let's be clear, created a beast, and that beast has now turned into an anti-white weapon. This topic would have been even more forbidden 4 or 5 years ago, but it's now becoming in more and more mainstream circles. Is that because the problem is becoming worse, or but our side is more courageous to confront it? Why does Kirk believe passing the Civil Rights Act was a mistake? Now, again, apparently they don't listen to the show, because we do that at least once a week, right? Once a week we talk about why the Civil Rights Act was a mistake. The present reality, not the ideal, the reality of the Civil Rights Act and how it's being used is making it harder for us to pursue excellence as a society. Here's a fact. Since the Civil Rights Act passed, I think that it's fair to say any sort of racist sentiments that are in America have gone, at least individually amongst white people, towards black people, have gone away. What I'm trying to counter is the reason we talk about race so much is because we have a federal holiday to a guy that talked about race all the time.
At least the movement in a very broad way. Like, I actually loved his videos. I love his videos, actually, and his ideas. All of them, and if you're watching this, officer, like, all of your ideas, like, for the most part, I was rallying behind. I was definitely on board, and I'm really invested. Like, I definitely support a lot of the things that you say, and just a lot of takes that you have. A lot of respect.
Oh, we know what that means. We know exactly what that means.
But the downfall that you've had recently because of Israel and your stance on it, it's not like it's not just a stance, okay? You can have a stance on everything, right? You can have your stance on whatever the hell you want. It does not matter. It is your opinion, and move on. But it's not just a stance that you've had. It is a full-blown out defense on various different podcasts and interviews, and especially X is a huge defense of Israel. And now that it's come out that Israel, not only the video of Netanyahu talking about how he needs to basically push out soldiers to brainwash people on X and on TikTok, he said we need control of those things, and the fact that it's been revealed that Israel will pay you $7,000 a video or a post, and sometimes even more than that. It's not looking good for you, even if you're just like honestly, staunchly just defending Israel on your own principles or whatever. Your defense it seems artificial. It seems too much.
Yeah, guys. That's like I said, I wasn't gonna react to the whole video, but that's kind of the gist of the situation, man. You know, Officer Tatum, he sold his soul, he sold his dignity, he sold his identity, everything for $7,000. Okay, his principles, his morals, everything, all gone out the window for $7K. Inshallah, that's never happens to me, to be honest, because this is kind of deplorable behavior. And I want to finish off with a quote from Malcolm X. May Allah be pleased with him. He said that a man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. All right, that's all from me, guys. All right. If you guys did like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and comment down below what your guys' thoughts are. This has been Awad Talks, and I'll see you guys on another video. All right. Bye.